What is up, everybody? Episode 77, Bettors Delight. Matt already making noise. And
I thought I was
everyone.
hosting. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You go, Greg. You go. You go.
Yeah. No, the last time we let you host, we didn't have an episode, so no more
different.
hosting. That's true. No more hosting for you at any point. But I will say, you quietly dove back into the race for at least second place this week with a pretty big week and some help from Mark going pretty big backwards. You're only, what is it, less than 2 units out of that second place spot?
What? Less than 2 units. Oh, second place. Never mind. I was hold on.
You're still like 30 plus units behind Mike.
I had a horrible week and I'm still way in first place.
But the double golf was really good this week. It felt good. I really knew what I was doing. Just shout out Justin Thomas, not shout out Mito Migliozzi, or what was his name?
Mito Pereira.
Is there a delay here? What's going on? I can hear myself talking. Who's got the speakers on? Is that our new guest?
Well, no, I was gonna say though, I'm glad you went right to the double golf because we do have a fill-in host this week, and it comes in the form of the return of an old friend, Zed. Welcome back.
Really? Can you feel the tension?
I can feel it. Oh, my goodness. It is so good to be back, especially when I have the Knicks master producer, Chris, and he gets to see me at my best performance when the one he hates, Kalita, is not here. This is fantastic. Golf Guru, also nice call in the playoff last week, Matt. That was good.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Your camera's all messed up, and I can only see the top of your head. It is interesting.
It's a fake haircut.
It's a lid.
It's a big haircut. Well, speaking of
big tuna.
Speaking of big haircuts and giant tunas, Mike, you remain in first place despite having a minus 13 unit week. Congratulations.
It was horrible. Very bad. I did not find the winners last week. You had a million of mine unmarked for some reason, but I figured it out. We got the winners. You were trying to cheat me out of the barely any winners I had. So
listen, I can't track everything that you do, okay? That is not up to me.
So I got it done, or I did not get it done. I'm going to hopefully bounce back. So
you're probably going to blow it, Mike, to be honest. I had a really good week.
He did have a good week. I can't deny it. Now, to be fair, 7 units on 2 picks. That's not going to happen every week.
What was I plus this week?
10.1.
10, so you're still
a lot
of
units. Bit. I had honestly best week in the whole pod this week.
Not ever, but
just this week. Who had the best week this week?
Oh my god,
I'm 1-0.
This is what we're gonna do.
I'm 1-0 week 77, baby. Shout out Brian Angelo. Mike's internet stinks. Keep commenting. Keep letting us know on the Bettors Light YouTube channel. We love it. We love interacting with you guys. Mike stinks. He's filming that on a Nintendo DS. Shout out whoever commented that. We love to see it. Subscribe, like again, and subscribe again.
Have like a very pixelated face and nose right now. I don't know.
I don't understand it.
I think it's the light. Mike, is that an incandescent or an LED above your head?
I have no idea.
I bet it looks like an incandescent. It really looks. You need to get one of those
bulb.
You need to get one of those rings, the ones that
one of the lights.
Yeah, one of these guys.
I bought it. I bought an adapter, and I'm hardwired in this week, so I don't know.
I do agree. I think it might be the lighting. So you need like a TikTok ring light. That's what you need.
That's what Matt was saying.
Yeah, it'd just be like bam, 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 bam. What are some of the TikTok songs that are happening right now?
I don't know. I was just doing old ones.
You also need somebody to help you figure out how to make picks at bavadasportsbook.com.
Sure.
If you
don't wiggle, it folds. Jiggle, jiggle.
I want to see it in my Fiat. I really want to see it.
I love that
goes
one.
Back.
Mike, you need to be filming TikTok in your room instead of
a foot every time he went back because of his video.
Yeah, Mike. Maybe if you turn your
every time before we start, it's fine.
Ready, Mike?
Maybe go to the public library. Their internet's probably fast.
I might have to.
Do you have a library card?
No, sadly.
All right, wait. Go stand up. Turn your lights off real quick. Let's see what happens.
No,
we're doing the lights. Lights
we're
off.
Not doing.
Sean Merriman. Lights off. Lights off. Like, we're gonna see
That
what.
was not the celebration.
Yeah, it was.
That
It
was. He had.
Ah! All right, Mike's gone. Mike's gone. Wait. All right. Wait, Chris. Can you
It's a
put
spooky ghost?
Turn the light back on.
Can
What
you
are we
Spooky,
doing?
scary skeletons.
Can you put like pyrotechnics behind Mike right now? So it's like Kane. It's like, like, come on, little wrestling. Ah! All right, he's back.
Mike, you went and unscrewed the light bulb. That's what you did to turn it off.
No.
Oh, okay, all right. I was gonna say, what a bizarre move.
No. I have the.
That looks like you have a warm. That's 2,700 Kelvin. That's a warm light bulb. That's incandescent. You need to have a 4,000, like a cool white look, like most facilities have. What is happening here?
Spooky, scary
Ooh,
skeletons getting played in the background.
Yeah, Mike, you look trash.
I bought an adapter. I don't know. Hopefully.
Well, you
Yeah,
keep
it's
saying
probably
adapter. What does that mean?
I bought an internet adapter. I have a Mac that doesn't have you can't directly put the internet cable into, so I bought an adapter.
Mike is
And then-
filming this podcast on a mac and cheese. It is a microwavable mac and cheese. That's what he said. It is. Shout out Stouffer's mac and cheese. Mike is coming to you from a Stouffer's mac and cheese in your oven. You look like a mac and cheese in the oven right now with this camera. It is ridiculous.
I mean,
It's
just a
sponsored by
little melty.
Stouffer's.
He's not wrong. There's a bubbling factor that I don't think you. I don't think you could. We could
cheese
apply
term
for.
right there. Bubbling factor.
Oh my
East
God.
Coast.
Brought to you by Stouffer's, the family company.
Yeah.
I don't know what the
I'm not-
tagline is.
I'm not turning down a Stouffer's French bread pizza, but I would assume it films better than their mac and cheese. I don't know.
I'm trying to
just
look
me.
up Stouffer's taglines.
French bread was good. It was always a little soggy though, but it had a nice crisp.
Well,
to
you
it.
got. I mean, honestly, the only way to cook them now is an air fryer. If you have an air fryer that
Oh
fits
my
the French
God.
bread pizza in there,
If you have an
Really?
air fryer,
it's so much better.
If you wear a
Interesting.
monocle, I'm Greg. I got a
First of
monocle
all,
on.
air fryers are like $90.
Yeah,
What
air
are you
fryers
doing?
are amazing.
You think you're better than me?
Yeah, absolutely. I have an air fryer.
So here's funny. In 1969,
What?
the tagline for Stouffer's was "Everyone who has been to the moon is eating Stouffer's." That was a legitimate tagline
That
by
can't
Stouffer's.
be.
Google it.
I mean, it makes
I mean-
sense. They probably brought it up there to eat
Did
it.
they buy advertising? Is that how that works?
I don't know. Stouffer's is owned by Nestle. Did Nestle have anything to do with the moon landing?
Crunch?
Chips Ahoy. The moon kind of looks like a Chips Ahoy cookie. Owned by Nestle.
It just looks like a circle. What are you talking about?
Is a circle. All
I
right,
mean-
Chris is coming to us.
See,
Does anyone have a Best Buy
Oh.
gift card?
Oh, look at this
65
production quality.
bucks.
I'm loving this.
air fryers,
Yeah,
baby.
Now, Chris, we
$16?
again.
Oh, it's 4
Can-
down payments.
Can anyone see this besides us, Chris? Okay,
I
Chris
think
gave me,
so.
he gave me the middle
Shaking
finger.
yes.
I think it
He's
means
shaking
no.
You ask that every week.
Every
and it's
week.
always
It's the same
no.
answer.
He
It's
said he was
always
working on getting it going. He did say that.
I'd assume he's going to tell you when he gets it
But the
when he gets
listeners
it
can't
done.
hear what he's saying, so nobody knows what you're talking about.
The listeners can't see what he's saying either because they're only listening. Get on our YouTube at Bettors Light on YouTube.
It's the channel is youtube.com/c/the underdog. Matt, I know you like saying the Bettors the Light thing, but you can search Bettors the Light, you'll find the videos too.
Every time
But
I
the channel is the underdog.
Every time I search Underdog, it just comes up with Ted and in that episode of Scrubs when they're singing the Underdog theme song in the elevator in Scrubs.
It's a hell of an algorithm.
Yeah.
Um,
can we talk about your jersey you're wearing? Because it just looks like a men's Nike large. What are we looking at here?
I mean, it's a Cornell jersey, baby. We're going to the Final Four in
Man,
men's
it's fire.
lacrosse.
Andrew
Men's
Bernard.
lacrosse Final Four.
Is that coming
Andrew
up?
Bernard.
Are we
This
doing the trip?
weekend,
Are
Memorial
we doing
Day
the trip?
weekend.
We're
Yeah,
all
that
go. Wait, actually, is it the War at the Shore? Isn't that at the Shore?
I don't know if it's at the shore.
No,
but the
I thought they
golf
played
outing,
the link.
They used to play at the link. I don't know where it is this year. The golf outing is in August, Zed, where I got this this fine men's quadruple X jersey.
Yes, I think we finished top 20 out of 23.
I think so. Top
we had-
20 out of 23 sounds about
Good
right.
luck
Wait,
in the
so
lottery, though.
They're playing Rutgers. Rutgers made the finals?
Yes.
Wait, so they
Yeah.
beat. Hold on a second. They beat Ohio State, and then they beat Delaware. Delaware is now
Yeah.
a powerhouse in the lacrosse community.
I mean, I don't know about powerhouse, but they were
Do you have
13
your-
and 5.
Own
Who's on the other
producer
side of
over
the
there, Matt?
bracket?
What are you
Well, they
looking
play-
at? You have your own producer, like giving you
Well,
signals.
No, I just have 2 computers. Yeah, there's a guy over here. He's just like, beep, beep. He made
He's
a
like,
he's like,
Cornell won 10-8.
he's like,
against-
he's like,
Sounds
it's a
like a
blue
J-
bird. It's a blue bird. I was like, Delaware. Boom, Delaware knows.
It's a full head turn. I don't know. So yeah, but either like you're like Swordfish, where you have like 18 screens in front of you, or your computer monitor is like a full 90 degrees because you're doing a full.
There is a full head turn.
Is Swordfish the Halle Berry movie?
Yes. Well,
No, John
technically, she's
Travolta
in the
movie.
movie. Yeah, Travolta's the star, top billed, I believe. Welcome back to Bettors, the Light Loves movies. All
Supposedly,
right, well.
supposedly it was Hugh Jackman as the star. Just,
is
no one
true.
could hear that, but somebody was told to STFU. That is shut the front door.
Well-
But Rutgers. No, I'm not done. So
Go ahead.
they're playing Rutgers in the semifinals. Is Rutgers?
Yeah, Rutgers beat Penn.
Rutgers beat. What is this East Coast ridiculous like
well,
championship? going on?
it's all East Coast. Is really
I think
where all the-
Rutgers like full team is a ton of transfers too. Like they have a ton of guys who were elsewhere and all went to Rutgers.
So they play Rutgers, and then they go to the NCAA finals. Whoever wins
Yeah.
that game goes to the
Who's
NCAA
on the
finals.
other side? Like Mike asked 5 minutes ago.
Yes,
I'm only looking at Cornell's men's lacrosse schedule. I have no idea.
I'm pulling it up. We got Maryland and Princeton on the other side.
Yeah,
classic.
Maryland's the best team in the country. So
Always.
Oh yeah, wow. Cornell is the 7th seed in the bracket, and Rutgers 6, and then Princeton's a 5, and then Maryland's. Oh no, that's in the nation. Never mind.
No, Rutgers is number 5. Ohio State was 12. Delaware wasn't ranked. This is
I'm
crazy.
seeing some other teams. Robert
It's been
Morris
very
made the
entertaining.
tourney.
it's been very entertaining on ESPN. dude,
It's
every
always a good time. I mean, the lacrosse tournament's always fun. Remember when Duke scored that long pole midi face-off and to win the championship a few years back? Probably like 10 years ago now. Back when Ricky Gervais, last time he hosted the Emmys, like 10 years ago.
I think that
wouldn't bring
that
him
might have
up.
been against Cornell.
Yeah?
There's some weird crazy comeback Duke versus Cornell in an NCAA tournament a couple of years ago.
Who's the best lacrosse player to play at Cornell ever?
I actually know this. I'm gonna look it up because I can't think of his name. I think his name is Rob something.
Rob Font?
It's the guy who
No.
invented the flying gate.
Rob Panel?
Panel. That's what it is. It's Rob Panel.
Rob the electrical panel. Yeah, he was good.
The electrical panel.
He needs
he
a
do?
nickname. Rob Panel. That's the lamest name to be an awesome sports. Hi, I'm Rob Panel. What?
All right, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris brought us something.
Like French as well.
Max
Mike French, the
Siebold.
Big Red.
The Big Red?
It's Mike
Big
French's
Red machine.
nickname.
No, Big Red was the nickname of Cornell,
That makes
right?
sense.
Yeah.
And the cinnamon gum. Or is that not Big Red?
Because I'm a
Let's-
cinnamon gum instead of cinnamon girl.
It's an old song, yep.
All right.
Shout out Neil Young. What's he up to?
All right.
He's
Well,
dead.
I don't think so.
No.
They're thinking of Tom Petty.
He's against Monsanto.
All right. Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way,
Not enough people are talking about Monsanto on sports podcasts.
Yeah.
So we
sports
need-
betting podcast. Speaking of sports betting podcast, let's get into the actual sports betting and dive into a couple of picks to start the week. We'll start off in darts where we usually start. It is the final week of the Premier League, heading into the playoffs, which the top 4 of the table will make it, and we have the top 3 spots are essentially secure. And the way that they seed it in this last round or the last week of it, the 2 guys, Joe Cullen, Peter Wright, tied at 22 points apiece. They are facing each other in the first round. The winner will claim that 4th spot in finals night, coming up a little bit later in June. I'll give you Mark's picks first because that's where he starts off. He starts off with Peter Wright minus 145. I'm also on that pick, and I think that what you saw on the weekend at the Euro Tour, it was just huge. Peter Wright making all the way to the semifinals, got beat by a very game Luke Humphreys. Cullen wasn't as great, losing out on the Saturday. I think Peter Wright turns it on. Just experience kind of outweighs that there. I'm also taking Johnny Clayton and Gary Anderson's apparent swan song from the Premier League, most likely. He's minus 325 on Bovada. I'm putting those 2 together and taking Clayton and Wright at plus 121. Matt, anything in darts?
Yeah. What's up with the Swan Song situation? Big Mila Kunis, Natalie Portman fan?
Yeah, exactly. It's Black Swan, but all right. Gary Anderson just, not as high ranked of a player, multi-time major champion, former Premier League champion, 2-time world champion, just sort of on the back end of the career.
All right. Shout out that one guy who commented on the YouTube and said, I like that these guys talk darts. That was that me asking that question was for you. I will take James Wade plus 120 over Gerwin Price. I think Jimmy Dubs is going to do what he's got to do. He's going to have a good Memorial Day weekend. They're going to be celebrating over there in where they're playing.
I'm sure it's James Wade too, not the money line though.
The matchups in Newcastle this week, the final week. Zed, you're on James Wade as well, but not the money line.
Yeah, I got him plus 1.5 at minus 135. I bet Gerwin Price. I mean, like the last 2 or 3 times, and he just let me down. I don't know if he's still hurt or not from a month ago or 3 months ago, whenever the last time I was on here. But
no, he's back. He's been better.
The pirate Wade, shirtless James, the pirate Wade. He's coming in with a vengeance.
Shirtless James. Mark is on Gerwin Price minus 155, which makes sense, I guess, for him. The only other matchup, I'm also on James Wade plus 120. The other matchup, Michael Van Gerwen, Michael Smith. MVG's beaten Michael Smith over and over again. Last week was the first time. I think he's now 5-1 against Michael Smith in the Premier League this year. I'm taking him minus 225, putting Wade and MVG together at plus 218, and then Clayton, Wright, MVG, and Wade plus 602. Mark finishes off his darts pick with 2 parlays. MVG, he has him straight up minus 225, and then MVG and Wright plus 144. almost fell over. And then he has MVG, Wright, and Price at plus 302. I mean, why? Why?
That had to hurt. That had to hurt himself.
He definitely broke his really expensive chair.
Just fell over.
Definitely messed up his chair.
I fell over in that cough.
Mike, anything in darts for you?
No.
Matt, any more in darts?
Yeah, I got one more.
Okay.
I'm actually going into the online live league, playing at your house. You're having a good time. I'm going with Peter Jacques against Ryan Furness, minus 170. Zed looks angry right now because I bet he has some sort of funny joke. Let's go to Mo. Mo!
Yeah, douchebag. I can't believe
We're going to have to cut that. Chris, cut that. Go ahead and cut that, Chris. 17 minutes in.
all the OLL bets. Peter Jacques is playing like 4 times, and you picked the one that I am betting also. Right. We got Peter Jacques Strap playing Ryan Furness. I looked it up. Last year, Jacques won. I'm sorry, is in 2020. Last stats they had. He only won 3,500 pounds, and Ryan Furness won 50 pounds. They both stink. But
sounds like only one of them gained a little bit of weight.
I see what you did there. There are 1,600 spots apart in the DDB Darts Database ranking. Jacques Strap takes it minus 170 and double dip minus 1.5 and plus 125.
Jacques the
I
Strap.
don't know who these guys are. We love the OLL.
Yeah, the online live league. I was amazed that the lines weren't up yet for the World Seniors Darts Masters this weekend at the Lakeside. But regardless, doesn't matter. Let's move into the world of tennis. French Open underway. This is where Mike shines. Mark tried to pick someone who already either won or lost. I really couldn't tell. Not great planning for him, but we'll get to the rest of his picks in a few minutes. Mike, where are you starting off in the world of tennis?
Yeah, I'm going to start in, obviously, the WTA, for the Women's French Open. I'm going to go with the best in the world, Iga Swiatek, minus 7.5, minus 135.
Woo.
It's a big line, not the greatest of value, but, I mean, she's the best in the world. She'll probably go on to win it all, so I think she just going to step on everybody along the way.
For Mark's futures and my attempt to at some point make a comeback in this season, let's hope not, because he has those future bets.
True.
But Iga Swiatek minus 7.5, minus 135 for you. Matt, tennis.
I got a parlay going in this fun weekend at the French Open Men's 2022 tournament. We're doing Mir Kecmanovic at minus 500, Herbert Hurkacz minus 850. Nicholas Bashvili minus 200. Taking them all straight. You put them together. I'm calling it the hard to pronounce last name parlay at plus 101.
So it was
Hervach, dude.
They could keep beers in here. I mean sodas.
it was Kekmanovic, Herkoch at minus 850.
Bashvili at minus 200, and then all together at B101. Shout out B101. Rest in peace, B101.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They
Is
changed
it
the name. Disgusting.
It's more FM right now.
It's something like that. Yeah, they took B101 away. It's a great for the Christmas too. It was perfect.
Is that the
And
one
they
that
just
Mr.
took it away.
Peterman is on? Mr. Peterman's on it?
No, that's
That's
97, 95.7.
95.7.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he cuts his Snickers with a fork and knife.
That's Mr. Pitt.
No, that's Mr. Pitt. And he's like, I want a pair of socks that fit.
Because I'm Mr. Pitt.
Greg doesn't know Seinfeld.
No, I got
Damn it.
Seinfeld. What are you
I
talking
think you're
about?
old, dude.
It was
I don't.
like 7 episodes, and that was one of the better ones. That's
A lot
where
of our
he turns
list-
into the Mullen Spring, and he does the old.
Yeah, yeah, he did. Yeah, he gets the
There's
ink
no
all
video
over,
here
his,
for
all
me,
over
but
himself.
he does the old, our stocks will rise high.
Yeah, yeah, it's the whole thing. It's an excellent bit.
Thank God you're not on video.
yeah.
I don't think.
I was then shirt. I'm not.
I don't think. I don't think our listeners really resonate with a lot of. We have a lot of young viewers, hip viewers. They're not really in the Seinfeld crowd.
Yeah,
so.
there's nowhere to watch Seinfeld where people would watch TV right now.
How
so.
can you relate anymore? It's a show about nothing.
You're a show about
This
nothing.
is a podcast.
Enough.
There's a podcast about sports, Roosevelt shirts, Chris wearing a Youth XL from Kohl's. What are you wearing? What is that?
It's about lizards.
That is a lizard.
Yep.
Well, it's not about lizards. Mark's got Jessica Pegula minus 197, Madison Keys minus 265, Ekaterina Alexandrova minus 205, and Elena Rybakina minus 500. It comes back at plus 271 for him. My first pick in tennis, just Francis Tiafoe plus 117. I'm also taking Gregor Dimitrov minus 148. Put them together plus 264. Mike, your next one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Camila Giorgi plus 180. She's always just good value, so I always take her as a dog. And then I'm going to go with Leylah Fernandez plus 205. You haven't really heard. I haven't really heard much about her since her great run in the U.S. Open last year. She's still pretty young. Yeah, still pretty young. So I think she might bounce back a little bit here finally, and people hear more about her again. So I'll take the value.
You don't worry about her. It's a different style court, right? Obviously, French
I'm
Open
not
is
worried
clay.
about the clay.
Okay, I'm just asking. I mean,
Is Belinda Bencic this crazy on the clay?
I have no idea, Mike. I'm not making the pick. I'm just asking.
Oh, no, I'm not worried about it.
You said you were crediting her great run in the U.S. Open.
I'm
That's
looking at
hard court.
records. It is a hard court in comparison.
Because if you're not hardcore and you want to be hardcore, I got some tennis picks.
Let me go to Zed first.
All right, so I'm gonna go. Okay, Zed, go ahead.
What?
She is pretty good on the clay.
I'll just run through it real fast like everybody else without giving
So
any
is
breakdowns,
Crayola.
so it seems like I know what I'm doing. I'm going
not
Novak Djokovic minus 100,000 money. Now, I am taking Djokovic minus 8.5 sets at minus 105 versus some guy I don't know. Aljaz Bedney. Doesn't sound good. And then I'm going damn it, I lost the guy's name and I
Oh
scribbled
no!
No.
Oh no!
His name's Pedro. Pedro catching more like Pedro catching a dub this week because he's minus 106 money line against Hugo Gaston, who sounds like he's the lamp from Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, first of all,
I mean, wow.
that is Lumiere.
Yikes.
Lumiere is the lamp. He's not even a lamp. He's a candle.
He is a candle.
He's
Gaston.
Lumiere.
That's accurate.
Gaston is the bad guy, but he's not even really the bad guy. He's just like the guy. He's kind of horny. He's a horny dude and just wanted a date.
Okay, yeah, and I'm getting
Yeah.
Did you watch Beauty and the Beast?
I mean, yeah,
more
but
listeners connect with Seinfeld than horny clocks, whatever you're talking about.
First of all,
Gaston's not a clock. He's a
Gaston is
person.
not a clock.
Gaston is still not a clock.
Like
I understand that. Matt's dumb too.
So with Emma Watson, it's
Gaston-
actually pretty good.
Cogsworth is the clock. I don't understand. You have Cogsworth, you have Lumiere. They're like the dynamic duo.
Mrs. Potts.
Cogsworth is played by Magneto in the new
Chip.
one.
What?
Isn't it Magneto? Ian, what's his name?
Ian
McKellen?
Edwards.
Ian
No,
McKellen.
not Ian Edwards.
He's a comedian.
So you haven't even seen the movie you're talking about.
Yes, I have. Lumiere's played by Obi-Wan Kenobi. Right? Chris?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Who plays it's Ewan so it's,
I don't think.
so it's either Ewan McGregor or it's the guy from Wild Wild West that plays
Kevin
Will
Kline.
Smith is not
No,
in it.
no, the bad guy with no legs.
Oh. All right. We don't have time, but I
No,
want to get
we
in.
have time. We
I want to
definitely
get
have
in.
time.
No. I was going to say for my conversation, getting into the backstory
It's
of
McGregor.
Dr. Lovelace.
It is McGregor. We should
Yes.
get into the backstory
All
of
right,
McGregor.
so
Yeah, I
Conor McGregor.
Yes.
Um,
I knew
so
it was Ewan
Sounds
McGregor.
fake.
all right, you got it. Matt knew it was you and McGregor.
Ian McKellen did play Cogsworth.
Cogsworth. How do you like that? There
Wow.
he is.
But maybe we should just become a movie knowledge podcast.
Woo. Woo.
Mark is also on Cashin, like Zed, minus 106.
Oh my
He's also
God.
on Bublik, plus 6.5, minus
There goes
105.
Who is that? Who's he on?
I don't know his first name.
What are
He's
we
on
looking?
Hold on.
How
So
many
you
licks?
search history by accident.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a boot pop? What are you doing?
That's a Tootsie Pop, buddy. Alexander Bublik. I knew I was going to say. Now it's in my head. It's over. Minus six, plus 6.5. He's plus 6.5, minus 105. He's also on David Goffin, minus 138, and Alexandra Shmedlova, plus
Don't say
145.
Alexandra Bublik.
I'm not going to say that.
Are you thinking of Michael Bublé?
I am not. My last three picks in tennis are. Let me turn it off. Jelena Ostapenko, minus 213. Coco Gauff, minus 218. Elise Mertens, minus 218. Put them all together, plus 213. Mike, your next one.
Yeah, my last pick is Angelique Kerber, minus 110. She's won every other major, so and only made it to the quarterfinals here, so hopefully she makes a run this year.
All right, Matt, anything else in tennis?
I do. I got a 5-pick parlay. I'm calling it the Favorite Buddies Parlay.
Favorite buddies.
We're doing Alcaraz, Djokovic, Auger Elisime, Isner, and Tsitsipas.
What are all their odds?
Plus, doesn't matter. Plus 130
It
total.
does. Mike, write them down, please.
It does matter.
Okay, ready? Mike, here, ready?
No.
The first one is shut up. Second one is eat dirt. Third one is screw you. So those are their odds, plus 130.
Who was the last one?
What
It was
was the
Alcaraz,
one?
Djokovic, Isner, Felix Auger Elisime, and who was the last one?
Tsitsipas.
Okay.
So yeah, it is plus 130. If anything changes, it stays at 130. It's a pretty sweet. What Bovada's got going on right now is pretty sweet.
No.
I don't think that's how it works.
Nothing illegal.
Zed, are you good in tennis?
Yeah, I'm good. But I don't know how somebody's last name is spelled Bublik, and you went with Bublik.
I mean, I didn't go with it on purpose. I was just trying.
Okay, yeah, I'm good then.
All right, Zed's
Bublik?
good. Mark's good. Mike, you're good. Matt, you're good. Let's move on to soccer. We have all the European leagues closed out over the weekend. The Champions League final is set up. That's actually not true. There is one more game, at least in England, that matters that this weekend as well. But the Champions League final, is where all the action's at. I'll start off. Mark's got like 17 picks for the Champions League final. Real Madrid, Liverpool first half draw, plus 130. Who could have seen that coming? Over 2.5, minus 130. Draw no bet for Real Madrid, plus 158. Real Madrid, plus 250. And Madrid to win the trophy, plus 150. Mike, where are you at in the Champions League final?
Yeah, I'm on Real Madrid money line plus 240, and then I also have them just to win the championship, lift the cup plus 147.
Real Madrid to lift cup, plus 147. This feels like the easiest bet of all time, and it's Liverpool plus 105. Like, I don't know.
I think it's going to be a big letdown.
Can you tie in this
Liverpool.
game?
Yes.
But they go to overtime. And then
Soccer's
Yes,
weird where it's like even if it's plus 105, they have to win in regular time.
That's
That's
win in
why.
regulation.
That's why I took them to lift the cup is plus 147. They can win in overtime.
Stupid, dude. Soccer's
I mean, sure.
dumb, dude.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Anything in
The
soccer?
gambling part of it, where it's like,
Well, it's just harder.
plus 105. Why are we
Well, it
making
gives you different odds.
First of all, we stink at betting regular.
true.
Why are we making harder bets?
We stink. Such
Weird.
a hot pitch there.
2 war.
It doesn't make sense why we would make gambling harder for ourselves.
Well, we did. So I don't know what to tell
Well,
you.
we don't do it. Vegas does it for us.
All right, give me L. Diaz 3+ shots, L. Diaz 2+ shots, D. Jota 1+ goals, and Super Bowl 54 to win.
I don't know.
Plus 1050.
I have no idea what you're talking
clue.
about.
What do you mean?
I know the players, but I didn't know. Is it like a parlay?
Yes, at plus 1050. It's
What was the
last.
Super Bowl?
What was the Super Bowl
Yeah,
thing?
you said Super Bowl.
It says
That's the wrong kind of football.
It says LIV.
That's
That's
live.
Liverpool.
Roman numeral 54.
So-
moron.
Where is this bet? Is it one of the specials?
No, it's right
Let's show
underneath.
four of
It's,
these jokes.
it's last Diaz 3+ shots, last Diaz 2+ shots on goal, D Jota 1+ goal, and Roman numeral 54 to win plus 1050.
He has 2+ shots. This is all in a parlay.
Yes, at plus
Yeah,
1050.
they have a lot of specials on there.
Yeah,
You can
shout out
look into.
Bovada. They're
Yeah.
putting money in my pocket this weekend in the upcoming soccer match.
Luis Diaz and Diego Jota are the two guys that Matt had there,
And it was plus 1050.
and Super Bowl 54.
And Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, and also give me Luka Modric to have 1+ goals and RMD to win at plus 1900.
so the first one was plus 1050.
Genie cigarettes.
You
We're
just
tied
com-
4-4.
Modric to score, or Madrid to win, plus 1900.
Yes, sir.
What a maniac. Zed, anything in soccer?
Man just complained about betting on soccer and then
I mean,
just took crazy
unbelievable.
parlays.
I'm ignoring him.
Unbelievable.
It's a
Zed,
million
anything in
things.
soccer?
No, I have not done well in soccer. I looked at and there were 1,000 pages long, so I just didn't feel like doing it.
Probably smart. Mike, anything else?
Yeah, my final pick is just both teams to score minus 155.
So Liverpool, Real Madrid, both teams to score plus what now?
Minus 155.
Minus 155.
Zed, you're
Mark-
showing us a picture of your lizard. No one's going to see the lizard on the live show. It's not like Chris is just watching. He's going to cut you out for all 59 minutes, not just like, oh, yeah, like, you know, he showed his lizard. Got to show the fans.
But hey, if he cuts me out for 59 minutes, then we'll still have more an episode than you did last week.
Thanks.
2 weeks
2 weeks
ago.
ago.
Tomato pie slice last week. Sorry.
Please stop showing your lizard.
Stop walking around. What are you doing? You're screwing up the feed.
No, you're screwing.
That's not how it works.
The RSS feed
moving
is
around.
like you're ruining the RSS feed.
Because he doesn't like the light. So don't worry about it.
Thank you, Steve.
For those that can't see, Chris has a lizard. It is a Zed has a lizard. Not Chris. He has made it abundantly clear there's no lizards in his house. Zed has a bearded dragon, right?
Long-term listeners are well aware of who Steve Buscemi is and Sherlock Dr. Bones.
The actor.
Yeah, Sherlock. Doctor Sherlock.
Doc-
Sherlock Bones.
She got her PhD for a reason, right?
He like ordained it to her one day.
Mark has the Union and the Revolution to draw plus 240.
Are these just pet names? Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna close out soccer. Atlanta United minus 105, Orlando City plus 105, plus 300. And here's where you make the money, Mike. Now that all the European leagues are essentially over, you move to the Brazilian Serie A and you go Palmeiras plus 100, Corinthians minus 135, those two together plus 248. And then in the biggest game of the weekend,
This is
the
biggest
Nottingham Forest. We're going to Wembley. We're playing Huddersfield Town to return to the Premier League. We're taking Nottingham Forest to win in regulation plus 120. Huddersfield stays Huddersfield stays down in the championship. We're going to Wembley to then get relegated next year. Doesn't matter.
To get about 6 points in the Prem and go right back down.
That's all that matters. You make the Prem.
True.
Corinthians 35 is, but someone will ask, how are the dead raised? with what kind of body will they come? That's Corinthians 35. What did you say Corinthians 35 was?
Corinthians minus 135 in Brazil, Syria.
I thought you were talking about the St. James Bible. My bad.
I was not talking about the King James Bible.
You ever see Book of Eli?
I mean, it's amazing. The amount of things that you get incorrect just talking is.
What's wrong with the St. James Bible? How is that
it's
wrong?
Not it's not. It's the King James Bible.
Yeah.
I never saw Book of Eli. I'm sorry.
You don't have to see Book of Eli.
Is that a spoiler?
I never saw The Mummy. I don't know what it is.
The Rock's in the second one.
Shout out The Rock, dude. I've been watching the Sunday night. I've been watching the Monday Night Wars on Peacock right now. It's been so good, dude. I'm almost. The Rock is so amazing. Go ahead, Greg.
You do understand that series of documentaries came out 7 years ago, right?
Okay, what's your point?
I'm
just
just
watching
making
it now.
sure.
Rest in peace, my dog Tony Stark. What do you want from me?
I did watch one on
Spoiler alert.
Yokozuna. I watched one on Yokozuna about a week ago. It was really good.
No, it's been. I'm worried about tomorrow. Like, do you think I can watch the ECW one? Because
if you download it, it will work without Wi-Fi.
That's not what I'm worried about. Sitting on a plane with people
you're
next to me, like they're not going to be worried about like people getting
WWE Network's a publicly traded company. There's nothing graphic in that, like in terms of even violent.
Just watch. I mean, okay, watch the Hell in the Cell match like I just watched with Mankind and the Undertaker. That's pretty graphic. Also, anything with
that's pretty at the end. Pretty at the end of like graphic fights, though. That's pretty near the end. Like
I've watched.
Stone Cold put a gun on Willem Dafoe. What's his name? Greg? Not Willem Dafoe. That's an actor.
Yeah, the
Green
Goblin?
Yeah, not the Green Goblin.
Thomas Hayden Church?
No, who's
just throw his green
Sandman
with light and blow him up.
Who did? Or no,
the gun won't stop him when he throws the green ball at him. It explodes.
Who pulled the gun on Stone Cold?
Brian Pillman.
Brian Pillman pulled the gun on Stone Cold, and it was crazy. I'm gonna watch the Bret Hitman Hart one. Shout out Montrose School Job. The Montrose
School Job.
Do not shout that out.
Shout out the Montrose Screw Job. Me and Chris almost got the name right on the Underdog. You can listen to that Thursday mornings at 7 o'clock.
That was almost 3 months ago. Just so we're all aware.
He's worried about watching a wrestling match, somebody pulling a fake gun out.
No, if you watch the documentary, people thought it was real. People
of course
upset
they
about
thought it was real. It was live TV.
That's the point of the show.
Everyone show movies. You like download. You watch like even Curb Your Enthusiasm, where it's like he throws somebody off a wheelchair or something. Like I don't know. There's way worse.
He might have actually done it,
but he was dating her at the time.
That is accurate.
Yeah.
All right, I'm leaving.
I mean, you probably should. I'm leaving. I'm leaving soccer to go into Major League Baseball.
Sorry, Greg. Keep going.
No, you're okay. Go ahead. What time?
Never mind.
No, well, all right. Well, regardless, we'll move into Major League Baseball. Mike, I'll let you kick it off.
Okay. I will have I'm going to go with the Phillies, obviously, just to start, minus 102. Because I'll just pick them every
It's
week.
actually moved to even money, and Mark both have the Phillies as well. Mark has the Dodgers minus 182, the Angels minus 145, and an MLB 3-pack of those three teams: Phillies, Dodgers, Angels plus 424. I can't believe I knew this was gonna happen. Okay. The fact that you're gonna make Chris have to edit out copyrighted music is really ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh, watch out. Chris doesn't want copyright strike. Suck it!
Terrible.
Shout out to Z Generation X.
It was only a matter of time before I had to say that out loud with all the music he keeps trying to play. But regardless,
this is such a tight shirt. I gotta change.
Chris, what's harder to edit or get sued for or not paid for? Copyright editing or somebody dropping multiple F-bombs? Not because of me. Maybe performances.
The copyright's the answer. Matt's now turned his camera off, which is interesting for a video show.
If he comes back naked, this is going to be great.
Oh, jeez.
I'm taking the Rockies minus 105. I'm taking the Brewers plus 105, the Rangers plus 100, and your boys, Mike, Mr. Blue Jay plus 122.
The GOAT.
I got that.
I am betting against Mr. Blue Jay, though.
How dare you?
Minus 145. The Angels have been playing really good ball this year. This might be their year to finally win the division, so I'm going to take them.
We'll see. Zed, anything in baseball?
Yeah, I had the Blue Jays too, 122. I had the Rangers even versus the Athletics, and I got Boston minus 105. It's going to be a Boston next couple of days full of winning. Basketball, baseball, everything. It's probably happening right now, but I can't bet on the podcast live.
Trying to live line.
Should probably turn it on. Yeah.
Matt, anything in baseball?
Yeah.
There he is.
The Washington Nationals minus 115 against the Colorado Rockies. Patrick the King Corbin against German Marquez.
Okay. Mike, anything else?
Yeah, I'm on the Dodgers minus 1.5, minus 115. I know Mark was also just on the Dodgers money line. And then my last pick is the Chicago Cubs. Hunter Green's really good for the Reds, but the Reds are horrible. So Cubs minus 115.
Cubs minus 115.
Yeah.
Zed, are you just those three, right?
Yep, just those three, and Celtics are tied right now, so maybe it should count for me too. But we'll just keep going.
How far into the game are we?
There's 2 minutes left in the first. Doesn't matter. Let's just on it.
Matt, anything else in baseball or just that one?
Yeah, give me the Celtics minus 1.5. Now, the Blue Jays, Hyun Ryu against the Angels, Shohei Ohtani plus 122.
Plus 122 for the Blue Jays. All right, well, that gets us through to baseball. We can move on to golf. Justin Thomas claims the PGA Championship last weekend, coming back from 7 strokes down. We already talked about the Mito Pereira meltdown. But we move on to the Charles Schwab challenge. Speaking of the challenge, back on the challenge. 0-9 to start the season. 0-10 to start
tied
the
with
season.
Mark.
Yeah, 1-10. I'm trying to get back to where I can defend that 2-time belt. We'll see what happens. But Mike, where are you starting off in golf?
Yeah, talking about Mito Pereira, I'm taking him to miss the cut plus 210. That was such a detrimental, it could absolutely kill his confidence with that finish last week, hitting into the water and everything, and double bogeying to not even make the playoff. So I'm taking him to miss the cut.
Miss the cut. Zed, I can't believe I didn't go to you first. You are the golf guru.
I know.
Feed me your picks.
I will feed you. Well, if you're going right towards the top from last week, well, I'm sure we all saw the stat about Zalatoris out. He's had 6 top 10s and like 8 majors. He's had 14 top 10s his entire lifetime. So I'm taking Zalatoris finish top 10 plus 175. I know his putter is horrible. Looked so.
You see the one where he's got like the little hitch
cruising.
in his swing?
Yeah, that swing is crazy.
It's so
like
weird.
Markelle Fultz at the free throw line.
Yeah, it was really bad.
And then I'm going back to an old favorite of mine, Tommy Fleetwood. Also, I'm picking 2 out of your top 10. Tommy Fleetwood's also getting plus 200 early, maybe plus 175 right now. His hair is looking just as good as ever. I think he finished top 5 or top 6 at the PGA. Also, he's solid. He's still going.
Okay. All right. I love it. I love it. Zalatoris
Golf
plus
guru.
175, and Tommy Fleetwood is plus 250 to finish top 10. So some good odds for
That
the
is
golf
some
guru.
value.
You really
There's
did
some
you?
value.
I do.
Maybe you
Give him
should
a
start.
thumbs.
Maybe you should start being part of the Value Boys. Speaking of the Value Boys,
Want nothing to do
Mark,
with this, guys.
Oh, hey.
Mark
I'm
put
sorry.
down, and this is. Well, I'll let you guys judge this because Mark put down hole in one. Yes, but it is not available currently on Bovada,
No,
and
it
he
is
also
not.
put winning margin -1 on there, and it is not available as well. So
I thought I
we
saw
can
those right before it started.
Neither of them exist because I was just looking for playoff. That also does not exist.
I
So I
looked
would
up one like 5 hours ago and it wasn't there. What is he
I was
looking
looking right before. and I saw it, but I guess it's not there anymore.
I have not
does
seen
not
it all
exist.
day. So we can either say we'll look in the morning or look
Yeah.
later tonight, and if it comes up, it comes up. We'll do that.
All right,
Yeah,
now
that
I want
works.
double playoff again for 6 points.
Okay, winning
We have
margin.
to find the odds.
So winning margin, playoff. I mean, just ridiculous. And what was it? Method of victory, playoff. What was the other phrasing?
Yeah, I think it's. It's. That makes sense. I thought I had it written down for some reason.
8.5 points. But I'm also first round bogey free. I really like this bet because I think Will Zalatoris comes out hot in the beginning of most of the rounds that he plays in. Bogey free round at plus 750 for William Zalatoris. I think this is a nice bet. He's probably gonna shoot like 2 under. He's gonna come out hot, and then the next day he's gonna go like plus 380. Like we're gonna be okay.
Okay.
He came out hot like the boys last week, but even with -1 through 5, sad we got rained out. But the boys were playing some good golf last week.
True.
Had to shout out the Bettors Light boys in the golf outing.
Plenty of free advertising with all the balls we lost around the local the golf course.
The local southeastern PA area, you have found many of our golf balls in the streets. Yes.
Accurate. Should have put the YouTube link on there. YouTube.com/C/the_underdog.
At Bettors Light on YouTube.
Billy Horschel, top 20.
I have an invention.
Okay.
So a golf ball where you can actually click the hyperlink. And we could put a ZR code.
Yeah, why did you put a QR code? It's already an invention.
That's what.
Jesus Christ!
It's already an invention.
So next year, Chris, instead of even putting our name, we just put the QR code on it, and then boom, what pops up? Picture of my face, and it's just
picture of sitting on the side of bed.
Liability. Yes, you're right. Could be a lot. Mike does hit his ball into the streets multiple times.
I may have hit into a few backyards.
It's like, who do you need to sue? This guy.
you just see a picture of Matt like.
It's like, you smashed my RAV4 window there, bud.
A shitty real estate salesman picture. Like,
Hey, you're not Whit Prouty.
Vic Vinegar, nice to meet you.
that's a deep cut.
Whit Prouty is a deep cut. Billy Horschel, top 20 plus 125. Abraham Answer, top 20 plus 105. And Ian Poulter to miss the cut, plus 160 for me. Yeah, I'm just seeing if Mark has anything else in the world of golf. I don't think so. He only had those two.
That he bet that don't exist?
No, just the two that he put on there. Zed, do you have anything else in golf?
I do. You just said one of the guys' names. I actually have 3-ball. I got Abraham Answer at plus 175 against, if I didn't open up all my damn things at once, against Sam Burns and Daniel Berger. He's right in the middle, plus 175. And I was hanging out with my buddy that Matt knows this weekend, Dave. Ooh, slobbles. Like that guy.
Shout out Dave.
Answer, one of his best, his favorite guy.
Please stop making that
I
noise.
beg we stop doing
Oh,
that.
is that a copyright issue?
No, that one isn't.
Burger King owes.
Slobbles. Dave Typebeard. He loves Abraham Answer. Typebeard. I'm gonna go Answer outright plus 2,800.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Oh, I like that.
Mike shouldn't have set up for that. Damn it.
Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah.
My last pick is Sung J M, top 20 plus 105.
Sung JM, top 20.
Yeah.
Top 20 plus 105. Matt, are you done in golf?
We're coming back to it, right, with the challenge.
Yeah, well, I was just going to go to the challenge now since we're already here.
Yeah, then I do have a pick then.
All right, go ahead.
I am taking my guy, Jason, the cock rack, plus 4,000 to outright win it all.
Are you putting it on your card and the challenge or both?
Card and challenge.
Okay. Jason Kokrak.
Maybe Kokrak, yeah.
400 or plus 4,000. I'm taking Tony Finau in the challenge, plus 4,000. Mark's taking a local guy from the Philadelphia area, Justin Rose, plus 5,000. Mike, your challenge?
Yeah,
pick?
I'll take Sung J M plus 3,300.
What a callback, Greg.
True.
What are the rules of the challenge?
Just person who finishes the highest can't take the top row.
Can't take the top. Yeah, okay. Depends how small my screen is. There's only one guy at the top.
True.
No, I'm going
It's
Tommy.
a long way
that.
to the top if
Maybe
you
Tommy
want to
Fleetwood.
rock and roll.
Tommy
Shut up.
Fleetwood plus 2,800.
Shout out Jack Black in School of Rock.
He doesn't listen.
First of all, if you don't think Jack Black listens to the show, I would agree. But I would think Kyle Gass. I would think Kyle Gass definitely listens.
He certainly might. He's in here with Chris.
According to our producer,
He's just looking through his window.
Jack Black,
let's
Orange County is the best.
let's get to it. Is a great movie.
that's
Let's
you
get
think that's
to,
Jack Black's best movie?
No, he just said
No,
it's
but
the
he is
best.
the best in that.
Oh, I mean, look who he's going up against. Colin Hanks. Like what?
Ben
Like,
Stiller's in it.
Ben Stiller's not in Orange County.
I always get Orange County and Stealing Harvard confused.
You
for
have-
some reason.
you have-
wildly different movies.
You were thinking of a different movie there, Christopher Zedver. Zed's
all right,
name's
well,
also Chris. All right, I'm
let's go to hockey. Let's go to hockey. The Stanley Cup playoffs getting ever so close to the conference finals. The two
He's the
games that we have
fireman.
on
Sorry.
the two games we have, it's fine. We have on the schedule is the Carolina Hurricanes and New York Rangers, knotted at 2, a very pivotal game 5. Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Oilers plus 135. Or you said Hurricanes, didn't you?
Wow. Started with the other game, but I hear you.
sorry. I'm taking the Rangers and Hurricanes over 5.5 plus 115.
So Rangers, Hurricanes,
Goals.
over 5.5 minus 115.
Is there hockey tonight?
There is a game tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure there's a
believe.
game on right now.
Dude, bummer for Claude Giroux, dude. What a
They got throttled.
Throttled, dude. The Panthers are trash.
Lightning are the 2-time defending champions for a reason.
I know. That's why I got my Braden Coburn jersey here, buddy. Shout out the Lightning's best defenseman, the Flyers' best defenseman. He wishes the Flyers would sell tickets and not merchandise.
Yeah,
Take the New York Rangers plus 135.
The Avs are smashing.
Somebody
Are they?
was pretty
Yeah.
pumped up sending that text the other day, weren't they?
It was very excited. Mark's on the Hurricanes minus 160, and we'll get Zed. Are you in that game at all? Hurricanes Rangers.
No.
right.
No.
Then the second matchup is the Edmonton Oilers looking to close out the battle for Alberta. They are up 3-1 in the series. The game is in Calgary, I believe, and the Oilers are an underdog. Mike, you wanted to go to it, so I'll go to you first.
Yep, take the Oilers to close it out. Connor McDavid is just miles better than everybody on the ice. It's insane how he just skates way better than everybody. Plus 135.
I'm also on the Oilers plus 135. So is Mark. Mark's doing an Oilers Hurricanes parlay plus 282 for this.
Dude,
so
I hate the Phillies.
okay, I'm taking the Oilers Flames over 6.5 minus 115 as well. That series has been goals, as Mike said. Matt, anything in Oilers Flames or I guess Phillies Braves?
Phillies just let up a run on a pass ball to a runner that was on first base. First base. I hate this team. This
They
is
make
a
a lot of bad plays.
Why does
Back of the
Philadelphia-
Phillies of yore, I see. All right, back to you.
What the hell was that, dude?
That's for all the 80-year-old Seinfeld fans that still talk that way, I guess.
I think that's all
It
for
must
like the 1770 freaking what was that movie with the TV show The Borgias? That's how you did it.
You're the only person in the world who ever watched the Borgias.
Yeah,
movie.
Chris is raising his hand. Shout out the Borgias.
You want to be the same guy that watches Borges as
All of our listeners know the Borgias. Who was the main guy from that show? There was a lot of people in that. The Borgias, IMDb.
Mr. Borges and all the Borges.
And now they just hit a home run.
Do you still have the Suck It headband on? What are you wearing?
I don't know.
Jeremy Irons. He was
anyways,
the Pope.
to me for
Jeremy
Calgary,
Irons
right?
is
Is
the
that what we're
Pope in the
talking about?
Borgias.
Okay.
Holiday Granger, Hermione's sister. Sean Harris. There was a lot of people in that HBO show. Ronan
Ben Stiller's
Vibbert.
in Orange County is the fireman.
No, he was not in Orange County. He was in.
Yeah, it was.
What was
Yes, he was.
You said Dude Perfect, Greg. What was he in?
He was in Orange County.
Stealing Harvard.
Twin
is what-
Jack Black runs away when he lights the building on fire, and Ben Stiller's like, "We got a runner, 5'5", portly."
I think that's the Neighborhood Watch movie.
Oh,
Zed, anything in
Greg, take a break. Go get the thing.
No.
Go get the Russian nesting doll.
Oh no, not that again.
Chris is bringing something up with the fire.
Zed,
scene.
Zed, anything in the Oilers?
There's
Oh,
one. The producers bring it up. Oh, there's Ben Stiller, Mr. Firefighter. Oh man, Just bring me on for Movies Delight next time.
All right,
That works for me.
Chris, pull up the Russian nesting doll scene
This
from
dude
the
loves
watch.
this.
From the watch with, he's like, Greg, go get the Russian nesting doll. I don't have one. If I had one here, I'd be doing it right now.
I'm not going to get.
I've never seen a man reenact this
I'll be right
every time we're at Greg's house.
Every
with
time
the
I go to
doll.
Greg's, I reenact the Russian nesting doll scene.
All right.
Brutal.
Well, Zed, anything in? Well, he doesn't have his headphones on.
Yes, I do.
I'm also taking.
I'm right here.
Oh, here it is,
Zed.
here it is, here it is.
I can't believe this.
This is so good. He's like, oh my god, what's in? Oh, it's another one. It's another one.
This movie.
Like, I just love Vince Vaughn. And like, he goes like one more deep, and he's like, I gotta get to the bottom of this. I gotta see what else is going on. He's like, and then Ben Stiller's like, yeah, man, there's a bunch of them. It's fine. It's a Russian nesting doll.
I hate this.
Oh
show.
my god,
I really do.
I don't even. How do we? Oh, this needs to be posted at the same time. This
Zed, anything in Oilers Flames.
I guess I'm saying very fast. I have the Flames money line minus 145. They're not going to lose again. They lost 3 in a row.
All right.
That's it. I had one other thing. I am done. I wasted my time. Ben Stiller's a fireman.
Perfect. I'm taking in the World Juniors that are back and starting up. I'm taking Canada over Sweden minus 110 and USA over Switzerland plus 125. Put those two together, they come back at plus 330 on Bovada. So just I can't believe I should never have mentioned it, Mike.
You gotta stop bringing up movies. These two will go all forever about movies.
Yo, Golden Jet. I'm taking a Golden Jet tomorrow. Golden Jet.
All right, let's go. Let everybody done in hockey.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When I went to lunch today at YouTube real quick, it came up, Matt, at the very top, just like recommended videos. It was the 3-minute clip of Joe from Impractical Jokers movie coming out of the cave. And he doesn't have the I'm the Beef shirt on, too. It's like, I love this scene.
He's like, what year is it? What year is it? He's like, on the beach.
He's like, who killed Kennedy?
All right, are we done with hockey? Can we move on?
I'm gonna watch the Russian nesting doll scene again.
All right, well that's fine. Let's go to the UFC very quickly. UFC back in the Apex, controversial finish or at least decision last week to close out the card. Helped Mark, I believe, with Ketlin Vieira plus 200. Killed a couple parlays for Mike. But Mike, where are you starting off in the UFC this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna start with Johnny Munoz, first fight on the card, plus 125.
I'm also on Johnny Munoz plus 125.
I don't know. I feel like I lose every time I bet on Gravely, so I'm going to go against him.
Yeah, not the biggest Gravely guy.
I'll just go with the value there.
Mark is on Joe Selecki, minus 179. He's also on my boy Mike Trezano, minus 240. And the Selecki Trezano parlay plus 121. I'm also on Mike Trezano, minus 240. Matt, anything in the UFC?
What's up?
Okay.
Sorry, I
Zed.
was watching the scene with the sound.
Zed, anything in the UFC?
Sorry, Matt, because you guys know me. No, not UFC guy. Back to you.
I didn't think so. Mike, while Matt watches the scene from the watch that we just watched.
Menafield stunk ever since he got knocked out. Menafield stunk ever since he got knocked out by OSP. I believe it was OSP, so I'm going against him. Oscar Mazarov plus 130. He had a cool nickname, I think, but
Askar Mazarov plus
I
130
lost it.
for you.
That's just no mercy. I guess it's not as cool. But
I'm taking Jeff Molina minus 175. That's all my picks that are outside of the main event. So, Mike, I'll throw it back to you.
yeah, I have a parlay, and my parlay is Ode Osborne minus 170, Aaron Blanchfield minus 700, and Mike Trezano minus 240, and it comes back at, is it not parlayed right now? Oh, here we go. Plus 157.
So it was Osborne, Trezano,
And Blanchfield.
Blanchfield. Why don't I see it on there?
She's
I
fighting
see
JJ Aldridge.
Yeah, Aaron Blanchfield. What was the parlay payout?
Plus 157.
Plus 157.
Actually,
Matt, do you have anything in the UFC?
Yes, I have one pick that's not in the main event. It's Ode Osborne at minus 170 over Zarate Adeshev.
Thank you for bringing back the Survivor call.
That was a
callback.
Shout out Shaq's Treehouse.
True.
Shout out Shaq's Treehouse. Then let's move into the main event because I would assume that's all.
I have
everybody
one
has
more
left.
pick. Sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
have Karine Silva, the killer, minus 124. I think she's gonna put who's she again?
Poliana
Yeah,
Botelho.
Botelho's on three fight losing streak. She's gonna add a fourth.
I actually do have another pick. I'm sorry. Give me Yadier's brother against Jalgaz at minus
That's you're
175.
going against your guy.
Jalgaz never wins. I always go against
I
Jalgaz.
know he
And then-
stinks.
So give me
I actually think he might have won last time.
Molina minus 175, and then put it together with Adi Osborne at plus 150.
Osborne, Molina.
The oblongs. You remember the
plus
oblongs?
150. Yep, we talked about it earlier this week off the podcast. Let's go to the
So how
main
does that
event.
help our listeners?
It doesn't. Alexander Volkov taking on Jairzinho Rosenstrike. Volkov, the favorite, minus 155. Rosenstrike, the underdog at Bovada, plus 130. I'll give out Mark's picks for this because I have a feeling things are going to be different for everybody else. But he's taking Volkov minus 155. He's taking Volkov on points plus 235 and fight to go the distance plus 145. Mike, where are you at in the main event?
I have cake to go the distance.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right, I'll give you that one.
I have. I'm gonna take Biggie Boy plus 130. I think it's either he gets clinicked for all 5 rounds or he knocks him out in the first round. So I'm gonna go with the knockout.
I'm also on Rosenstrike plus
Yeah.
130. I just think that's the play. Matt, anything in the main event?
I'm sorry. I thought it was a co-main event situation. I am taking Dan Ige plus 285 against Movsar Ivalev. But I am
do like
taking I'm taking Rosenstrike plus 130 against Volkov.
Yeah, I think Ige is a very
I think it's good.
very live underdog.
I think it's good value. Yeah, I think.
I mean, he's a guy who was fighting for like a top 5 spot like a fight ago, 2 fights ago.
I mean, he was Dana White's Contender Series.
I believe he was.
He puts diesel in his Toyota Sentra.
True, we do
you
that
and
too.
you in the bucket. You guys love that.
Shout out the bucket. He
it's a
thought he
tough
was
scene.
giving his mom a nice Mother's Day gift. Put $78 of diesel in a Toyota Prius. Shout out the bucket.
The price got really high. And he was
He put diesel in the Prius.
He put
Not
diesel.
good, man.
not good.
Not,
He put- he
not
was
a,
like-
not a good
He
seed.
was like, I thought this was a hybrid, dude. Like, why is the price so much? He was like, damn, Biden. It was like, no, this is not Biden's fault. This is your fault. Like,
This is you putting the wrong type of fuel in your car. Let's close it out, fellas. Let's go to the NBA.
No Gaelic Games, you stink. Oh,
it was a Tesla. He was just like pouring it in the trunk. No, but I think there is.
3 minutes. Go ahead.
I think there is some Gaelic picks that need to come up real quick before we get to.
We can fine. Let's before we get to the NBA. Zed is a guy who will always throw out one of those sports that we don't normally cover. So feel free to throw it out.
Go ahead,
Oh,
Zed. The Booblik
thank you,
Games.
Thank you, Matt, for transitioning when your brother would not. I appreciate it. If you go deep into Bovada, not really click on the top, it says all sports. It's a category for Gaelic Games. If you guys know, it is another championship weekend coming up. It's the Gaelic Football Munster Senior Championship, May 28th. Dude, look this game up. It's like rugby mixed with soccer.
Is it hurling?
It's the Munster Championship with seniors.
Gaelic.
What does that have to do with cheese?
I don't know, but speaking of food, we will get there. Either way, look the game up.
Why
It's
will
like
we get there?
Rugby, it's like soccer. They run around. They got to throw the ball with their hands. They have their rugby posts, but the soccer goals in the bottom. So I don't know why they have 30-foot posts. But age-old rivalry, as we all know. But it's Kerry versus Limerick. Kerry plays like butter. Love the butter. Munster cheese and butter. Kerry, heavy favorite, minus 15.5. Lay the points, minus 110. They're going to kill him.
So, all right, Kerry versus Limerick in the Gaelic Games, minus 15.5,
It
minus
is awesome.
110.
Check it out when you can. The videos are the game's sweet.
Gaelic
You-
is electric.
You are a guy who always has that niche sport action. So let's go to the NBA very quickly and close it out. There's only one game. The Warriors are going to be looking to close out the series. They failed to do that last night, almost made a valiant comeback, but were unable to do so. So I guess, Mike, I'll let you start in
Yeah,
this.
there's been a lot of blowouts in the NBA playoffs this year, but I think the Mavericks, they'll probably lose this one. I think they keep this one at least close. Mavericks +7, minus 105. I think Luka might get 50.
I mean, he's going to have to.
Yeah,
if
he
they
might need
expect
to,
keep it
yeah.
close.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take him to cover.
So the Mavericks plus 7.5. No, plus 7.
Plus
right?
7, minus 105.
Mavericks plus 7.
Yep.
Disagree.
Minus 105. Okay, we'll go to Matt then.
If you look at me on the film right now, you can't see my voice, my
I was
mouth
gonna say,
moving.
Where are you sitting? You think you work for NPR?
I'm Derry Merbles.
No, but I think, dude, Dallas barely, even though they had a lead for a long time, they barely beat Golden State in the other game. I like Golden State or minus 7. I think I'm taking the money line, I'm taking the minus 7, and I'm taking the over in the game, and I think they're going to do just fine.
Minus 7, minus 115, and then Warriors, Mavericks over 215 and a half,
175.
minus 110.
Minus 175.
What? 175? I don't know. I don't care.
I've been putting Charleston chews in the freezer recently. Shout him out. Shout out Chris. He sends Charleston chews to my house. Good guy. He just waved at the camera like anyone could see him. No,
Mark has the Warriors minus 7.
He waved with only one finger. It was in the middle.
Mark has the Warriors minus 7, minus 115. He has the Warriors first quarter minus 2.5, minus 105. Third quarter Warriors minus 1.5, minus 115, and Warriors fourth quarter minus 1, minus 115. Zed, anything in the NBA?
God, Mark is begging to crush this weekend with all those picks.
He really is. He really is.
Yeah, I'll make it short and sweet. I know it's whatever. Luka needs 50. The Warriors have covered this line every time. They're gonna win it at home here. They'll cover the 7, minus 115. Yep.
Zed on Warriors minus 7, minus 115. I am also on the Warriors minus 320 money line and Warriors minus 7, 115 as well to close out the week.
What is Luka's
Zed?
over under point total? Sorry.
Well, look it up if you find it before I close the show out.
I'm trying to.
I'll allow you to
I
give
think
it out.
Bovada has an over under
Right.
that Ben Stiller was in Orange County too.
Over
You know about all
34 and
that?
a half, minus 114. Throw it on my board.
So Luka,
Throw it on my board as well.
Over 34 and a half, minus 114.
minus 115.
114.
114.
Yeah, don't
My
take that
14.
point. Don't take that .01 unit away from us.
Get it.
I would never.
Right.
Get it right, or pay the price.
Alrighty.
It's I hope we never part. Now get it right or pay the price. It's a
thought it
great
was, I
salute your
hope we
shorts
never-
reference.
I was hoping
Nope.
to fart.
It's not. That's why Ugg yells at him, and it doesn't matter. We're way too deep into this
Hey,
for me to
dude.
go through these. Christine Taylor, Ben Stiller's wife, in that show. It all comes full. Oh,
Actually,
circle.
they
Oh.
They broke up
It's a circle.
They got back together.
during quarantine.
Yeah, they ended up getting back together.
What was their best movie together?
It's Dodgeball.
I think it's the only movie they're together.
I agree.
Well, regardless, Zed, thank you very much. Before we get into another nuanced movie conversation about Ben Stiller, appreciate you coming on.
It always
as
comes
always.
back to Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller played the character in Hubie Halloween. He played the nurse from Happy Gilmore in Hubie Halloween.
Never saw Hubie.
Shout out Hubie Halloween.
Because he did nothing for 20 years since that. So great to have you guys. Thanks for coming. I'm the Beef, and let's go win some bets.
It's not
Let's go win some bets.